Hi dears! So this little video is going to be an update on just what's going on with Dark Tales of Lolita Volume 2 and other things that have been happening lately. So, to just put it plainly, Dark Tales of Lolita 2 Volume 2 is not happening before Halloween like I originally intended it to be. I was hoping to have enough time to do it, and I did. I mean, I had the whole year to do it, and I'd started on it, but it's honestly a really hard sort of comic to make because it surrounds the psychological horrors of anxiety and other fears and feelings that people get when being in the Lolita community. And that's really hard to say because I spend so many years trying to sort of promote the positive side of the Lolita fashion, but it's kind of been my therapeutic way of getting out the other side of it by making the comic. And I have to put myself in a pretty dark headspace to do that. I mean, yes, in the end I kind of look at it artistically, and I get the takeaway from it that's artistic, so it becomes more of just a story and not an allegory or anything like that, you know, because a lot of the horror that happens in it is pretty outlandish, so obviously it's not realistic. But just, it's not been easy to work on. So the other thing is I also have the ET Girl comic that I'm running at the same time, and that's pretty hard to keep up both comics because I have to publish ET Girl at least once a week every Friday, and I'm already doing that for free on my webtoons, you know, in hopes to gain a big enough audience for that to help support my other work. But because I'm sort of doing that and trying to keep it consistent, I haven't had time to work on two comics, as well as the other things I've been working on, like my YouTube channel and making sure I keep up with social media. So just to be plain and short and simple, it's not going to reach the goal that I wanted it to, which was to be released by this Halloween. I know I also had plans for things like pins and other fun things to go along with it, but I just haven't had the time or the finances to do it. I've had to deal with some loss of family members and things like that this year, and I've also had to deal with financial burdens, things like that. My cat is sick again. He has some kind of bladder infection, so it was very costly to take him to the vet. So just long story short, I haven't really had any free money to be able to play around with making pins or making things like that. So I've been trying to use my time wisely. But yeah, as far as, you know, calling this page Dark Tales of Lolita, I just haven't figured out what else to call it. I've been thinking about just calling it Kim Darling like I do my YouTube channel to try to keep everything consistent. But if you guys have any ideas, you can comment any ideas you can think of for it, because ultimately this page is going to be just something that reflects the YouTube channel, as well as whatever projects I'm doing, like the things like Dark Tales of Lolita and other things. I just didn't want the main focus of it to be that anymore, considering that Dark Tales of Lolita is just a facet of one of the many things we do. Another thing that I'm going to be doing is on my YouTube channel, I'm going to be live streaming. Actually, today I'm going to be live streaming the creation of a jumper skirt that I'm going to be making for an upcoming event. So, you know, there's just so many different things that I do on here. I didn't want to just call it Dark Tales of Lolita anymore. But yeah, I thought I would let you guys know about that. It's been really hard to admit to myself. It's been really hard to say it, you know, to come out and be like, this is what's happening. I only have a month left before I could do it, and the first Dark Tales of Lolita was made in a month, and I just don't want to do that again. I was having to make 2 pages a day just to get it done in time for Halloween, and I was hoping that I wouldn't have to do that this year, but it's been a uphill battle sort of thing, trying to keep up with everything lately, and I've had to choose what to prioritize and what not to. And ultimately, I haven't forgotten about you guys, and that's why I keep doing the YouTube content. I feel more fulfilled and happier doing the YouTube content than I do working on Dark Tales. Not that I don't love working on comics or art, I do. It's just Dark Tales is very detailed, and it's a horror theme. So, like I said earlier, it's just kind of a hard subject to touch on. And the YouTube videos are always typically fun. You know, we can have fun with it. And so that's basically why I haven't been working on it lately. But thank you guys for checking out my video and being understanding about this. You know, I do still have intentions to get it done. It just is not going to be at the time in which I wanted it to be, which would be by Halloween. So not going to be able to really give a date as to when it will be, because I'm not sure. I don't want to create more expectations and be like, it'll be done by December, you know, I don't know. But I will make more updates on it as I go along and see how I feel about it. So thank you guys for checking out this video, and I hope you guys have a great day.